Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Shift. Watch the shift. 15.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the carry, it's Cook. And an alley to run. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big play there out of Cook. 65 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Yellow. Let's go, Artie. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Showing it. Showing it. He's crashed. Hey, color. Wide. Get wide.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout.
Check. Yellow. Check.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Color. Check 52. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Butker able to put this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on second down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Run.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Hey, alert!
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, 180! 15, check my 15. Check. Say. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Regular.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And it's third down.
Hey, 180! 50, come on. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 13. Hey, alert! Pistol. Hurry. Motion.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
We take a win call. 43. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike 8. Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Gotta do better. Attack! Come on. Alert flare.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It fights him off. And he's going to go down again. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now Landry. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A run for Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st down, Browns.
Good. 180. Get that ball. Kill. Turn it. Kill.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
133. Kill. Pull it high.
At the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
Mike's 50. Alert. Watch the eye.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 43 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a 2nd straight Player of the Week award.
From the gun, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people who can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Landry now on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 9.
He's checking. Hurry. It's our time. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Real.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Cook. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Dee Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a timeout. Called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now Chubb. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. King. Dudes. Slay. Hurry. -50. Hey, defense, let's go. What? Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. What's that? I'm telling you.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hurry.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let him know.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
It's shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Check 50. Check 50. Real. Bang, 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 bang. Check 24. Check 24.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run it again with Chubb. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Hurry! 50's the mark. 50. Alpha. Hurry! Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You real. Don't be scared. Like that.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Switch is the mark. Get the ball. Switch. Up, left. Undercut. You draw Corker.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check. Point it right.
A toss play to Chubb. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd man to go with that run.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Running for it, here's Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he's into the clear. The 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, alert!
Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And it brings up third down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, switch gears.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Yellow. Check 49. Check 49.
Working from the gun, Mahomes buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And no, it's incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Browns are back in front. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. My game. I'm here all night.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
You think you won't get this? Yellow. My game. Yeah. Mike 8, bravo.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
180. Ricky. Patch it.
They run. Chubb. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Chubb is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Yellow.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bandit. I 7. Let's go. Get that quarterback. And all coach. Check 52. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes, he's going to let it fly. This is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout with... Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check back 50. Let's go, D. Alert, 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 alert.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a first down past the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.